Hello there, Capricorn. Welcome to Dragon Tail Tarot. My name is Ariel, and this is your tarot and oracle reading for our full moon in Gemini. That will be with us on December 18th, 2021 at 11:36 p.m. That will be Eastern time, so do check your personal time zone if you'll be able to see that beautiful full moon on that evening. So guys, this is always general messages. Always want to let you know that. It will not resonate with every single Capricorn out there, so please take what makes sense and leave the rest behind. If you're interested in a personal reading with me, would like any information regarding the cards that I use in my readings, or would like to make a donation to the channel, all those links and information are down below in the description box. So we're going to go ahead and pretty much jump right into this, Capricorn. We will talk about a little bit about the astrology, of course, as well throughout this reading. We're mostly going to focus on the cards. And if you've been with me before, you know how this works. I do a past, present, future layout for full moon to full moon cycle. Those last about 28 days in between them. And we'll be looking at what came through with the last full moon cycle, what's coming through with the full moon of Gemini, and what is coming next as that one unfolds over the month ahead. Dear angels, divine beings of light, guardians, and ancestors, please show me what you have for our beautiful Capricorns. Anything that they need to know for their best or highest good all around this full moon in Gemini of December 2021. Thank you so much for all of your help and guidance. And Capricorn, you know, we've really been working with a lot of energies here. You know, this full moon is going to be coming up right before the winter solstice. And it's also coming off of that new moon that we had with the solar eclipse. So in the immediate past, we have the void, of course, moon, and nothing will come of the situation. So Capricorn, what I feel about this, whenever I see a void, of course, a moon card come up, is that, you know, this past month might have felt like you were really kind of just treading water, trying so hard to get things done, but it was really tough to get things moving. It might have felt very slow progress a lot of time, or just that the energy wasn't there to get certain things moved forward. Void, of course, moons are little pockets of time when the moon is moving in between signs. It's, of course, not technically going backwards, but it almost feels like a Mercury retrograde, and it can be quite frustrating. So if you have felt like this past 28 to 30 days has been that way, this reading is probably meant to be yours. Let's get a clarifier on top of this card, please. And it has taken some time, because look at that. The realization has taken it's been a process. It's taken some time. It's taken some work. And it's interesting too that we have the number 3 here. That's when we stepped into that new moon and that solar eclipse in Sagittarius. Sagittarius energy can be a little challenging for Capricorn, because it is, you know, a sign that highlights your universal 12th house of Pisces. It can make the energy a little sluggish, a little sleepy, sometimes kind of confusing or emotional, and make you have the blues a little bit more often, honestly. And so I feel like it's been a real challenge some days to keep walking through that door. But remember, Capricorn, you are the key. You have the power. You do. Don't get down if it feels like things aren't moving as fast as you would like them to. They will come. It's just a matter of taking one step at a time and moving through those deeper emotional waters sometimes to get to the clearer parts of your life where things do start to flow a little faster. Right in the center, what's coming through with this full moon in Gemini for December 18th is the new moon in Cancer. You and your loved ones are safe. Cancer energy highlights your universal relationship house, Capricorn. And so I feel like there's a double meaning to this card. It's like, not only is this security, a home, you know, stability, having roots, putting down a solid foundation for you, your loved ones, the people you consider family members, but it's also highlighting your love life your partnerships at work, and any kind of one-on-one relationships that you have. So this is really beautiful. I feel like this brings new beginnings because it is a new moon card. It brings a fresh new start that just makes you feel more safe, more secure, more stable within your home life, within your love life, relationships, friendships, etc. It would also say, yes, that thing about moodiness and that thing about, you know, the emotions being kind of back and forth. That makes sense too, seeing that card, because Cancer, yes, can be a little moody. We've got the Faith card, the Worm Moon, sitting on top of that card for you. And the Worm Moon, let me check my list. I have a full moon list. Always got to keep on top of that. So March is the Worm Moon. I would say that March might be a very significant time for you, like March 22 next year. That could be a very positive and powerful month where you really make a lot of progress, or maybe even start a new home, you know, for yourself or with a loved one. Husband, wife, partner, friend, etc. But this is a beautiful card, and it says, have faith, Capricorn. Both Cancer and the figure in this card are mothering signs. They're nurturers, right? It reminds me of the Empress in this card, right? Where it's like it takes a little patience. It takes some timing. You might have to go through some mood swings and some ups and downs, but guess what? Things are in the works. They are moving. It may not be quite as quick as you want, but I really think by the time you get to that very beginning of spring next year, you know, getting into late February, getting into March, you're going to start seeing things move forward so much faster. So hang in there. Be patient. Do the work that comes each day. It's going to build faster than you think. Going into the immediate future, Capricorn, we have a new moon card again. New moon in Virgo, a time to give rather than take. So this is a time coming up in the next 28 days or so to be very generous with your time, with your love, with your words. Communicate freely what you dream about, what you'd like to see happen. Don't be afraid to give things to others, and maybe give some things away, because especially the people that have treated you really well, it's time to treat them well back. Virgo energy is also an energy of organization and working together with others. And it's a card of healing. That's another thing I'll point out. This full moon in Gemini, that's going to highlight your universal Virgo house. And it is about your routines, your habits. Are they building up to something that you want to see happen in the future or not? Very important things to contemplate. And Capricorn, oh my goodness, I think it's also time to give to yourself a little bit. I do. I think that many times Capricorns hold back from treating themselves well or experiencing joy, pleasure, or release. But look at that beautiful pleasure card. It feels good to give. It feels good to let go. It feels good to let down your guard and just enjoy life a whole lot more. That is beautiful. All right, let's get into your tarot, Capricorn. I do feel like this new moon is going to turn some kind of a key here for you. And I think that things are going to start moving forward. I think you're going to feel a lot better, especially when you just release and let go, go with the flow. That's going to help a lot. Dear Spirit, let's get some tarot for Capricorn for this full moon reading. Same layout, past, present, future. Let's just deepen these messages. Yes, Capricorn, things are moving. They are. And I feel like you've really you've been going through a lot of headaches, maybe more stress than you're willing to admit in some cases, but the Ten of Swords is in your past position. And so I feel like a lot of that stress, a lot of those very challenging, painful cycles are coming to an end. A lot of those cycles of just worrying yourself too much, creating too much drama in your own head, you know, just letting yourself get really bound up in other people's drama as well. that kind of thing has really come full circle, and it does have, you know, a lot to do with you having done some work. It hasn't been easy, but it's been very, very valuable. And look at this. Yes, and this is, I really believe this is something that has come about as, you know, Sagittarius season has been with us. The Shida, which is the same card as Temperance, which is the Sagittarius card. And so I do feel like this has been a result of you doing a lot of balancing work, a lot of inner healing work. You may have spent some time, you know, just on your own, or maybe just sharing thoughts and ideas one-on-one with a partner or friend. But this is really telling you as well that your challenges have made you stronger. They haven't made you weaker. You have been able to incorporate the difficulties of life and really learn from them. That's the most beautiful lesson of that. And I think Capricorns just, we do that really well. You know, we know how to take, it's like the goat, you know, the joke about the goat eating the tin can, you know, it's like, but that's the thing about goats. They'll eat the trash of life. They'll eat the garbage of life, and they'll find a way to work with it and work through it till they can get the good food. You know? But if all life is giving them is a tin can, they're like, fine, I'll eat this darn thing, and I will keep getting up the mountain, and I'll get somewhere better one day. That's the way that they work many times. So in the center, on top of the new moon in Cancer and the worm moon, we have the Devil card. So Capricorn, when this card comes up in your own reading, I see this as a very positive thing indeed, because that is your power card from the tarot. That is the Capricorn card. Excuse me, just had a big dinner. But this is a powerful card for you. And the two things that it can really embody, of course, a lot of people are scared of the devil. But Capricorn, to me, what it really shows is that it's time for you to let go of anything that has held you back, places that you have felt inhibited. If you have felt like you weren't worthy or good enough to have that love, to have that solid home, to have that warm, you know, wonderful companionship, whatever it is that you're dreaming up with these other two cards, it's saying, let that go. You are worthy. You are valuable. You do deserve this, Capricorn. And the other thing about this too is that it is stepping you into your own power. It's reminding you that you have a lot of fortitude. You are able to work very hard. That's not all you're here to do, but you do have those gifts, Capricorn. So let's clarify. Let's clarify this old devil, please, for Capricorn. And we have the moon. Ooh, the Pisces energy. Yes. So to me, these two work together really nicely. I'll also point out that Jupiter is getting ready to move into the sign of Pisces at the end of the month. And that is going to start a really nice cycle for you, Capricorn, next year, because that is a positive alignment to your sign. I also feel that this is a message to say, make sure you are delineating well between logical reality, which is very Capricorn, and the dreams, the fantasies, the imagination, which is very much Pisces and that moon card, right? Because the Pisces energy can be a little foggy, dreamy. It's very spiritual, but it can be a little confusing. So just make sure that you're, you know, kind of seeing both sides of things. It also may be telling you, Capricorn, don't be afraid to dream. There's a couple of things coming in here. Number, you know, the other thing is the number. I always look at my numbers. The 18. The number 18 is the moon card. This full moon is happening on the 18th. I love that. Going into the future, on the future cards, on top of the new moon in Virgo, and then our pleasure card, which by the way is also an 18. Got to point that out again. We have our Knight of Swords. So to me, this is a card of movement. And Capricorn, not gonna lie, you might be nervous to move. You might be nervous to make this movement forward, but I feel like it's important that you do it. Even if you're feeling a little nervous, even if it's, you know, kind of got you jumpy, it's important to go forward. It is, because the Knight of Swords is a knight of clarity, truth, communication. It's Gemini, Aquarius, Libra energy. It's air signs, right? So it really is moving you forward. It's important to speak too. It's important to share your truth. And Capricorn, yes, I think part of why it scares you a little bit is we have our death card right here, right? And it's changing something really huge. Usually the death card doesn't mean a literal physical death. It usually means a huge transformation. You may be leaving one state of being behind for something very new, and that always gets Capricorns a little bit jumpy because most goats don't like big fast changes. We like, you know, planned out changes, things that we kind of see coming. But don't be afraid. You know, this is really about a big change in your life, and certain things just have to be cleared out so that you can get to the good stuff. And look at on the bottom, we've got the Ace of Pentacles, huge big manifestations, huge tangible blessings. And then we also have our Queen of Cups. This ties beautifully into the Death card and to the Moon card because it's Scorpio energy. Pisces energy. It's watery. Capricorn, use your intuition, use your spirit, use your imagination. Don't be afraid to dream big. But I know you will also keep your feet on the ground and have a solid, realistic plan behind this. But don't be afraid to make progress and move forward, even if it means some big changes going on in your world. Let's get a magical spell card as an affirmation for you. And let's see what is best for our Capricorns to focus in on for this full moon. Oh, yes. I love it. Friendship, Capricorn. Build your friendships. Friendship is important in every aspect of your life, whether it's with a coworker, a love interest, a family member. Friendships are golden, and they're going to help you so much to foster an air of, just working together, cooperation, harmony, balance. Bring to me friendship true, sharing, laughter, and understanding too. And don't forget to have fun. Don't forget to have fun, Capricorn. This is very important. We get so serious. We get so serious. All right, my Capricorns, have a beautiful full moon, and I'll be seeing you again very soon. Take care.